in the aftermath of the acquisition of Darwin Nunez that large transfer fees are unlikely to represent a significant stumbling block when it comes to future deals. This isn't the type of attitude that we're used to seeing. This video is being sponsored by our friends at Surfshark. Now, you've probably heard people talking about VPN providers a lot, and I'm going to explain to you why it's a plus and why hopefully you should go with our friends at Surfshark. So Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to look at the internet entirely anonymously and unlock the world's largest Netflix libraries, the likes of the USA and Japan. It also keeps you safe and secure from hackers. Let's imagine you're out and about, you're having a cup of coffee, you're in college, you're in the pub, something like that. They use industry-leading measures, uncrackable encryption, and the most secure VPN protocols to keep you safe and secure while you're having a look on the internet. Also, one subscription will run across all of your devices, meaning that there is no need to look elsewhere. One subscription, you got your phone covered, your laptop covered, whatever it is that you need. Surfshark is really easy to install as well. And right now, you can get an amazing 85% off and 3 months additional free by using our link in the description and the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. That is 85% off and 3 months additional free, meaning it works out at less than $2 a month. Now, this offer runs until the end of this year only, so if you're looking for a VPN provider, look no further. Our friends at Surfshark have got you covered. What is up, folks? I hope you are all in fine fettle and looking forward to the holiday season. I wanted to just take a few minutes to talk to you about a couple of changes in attitude. One from myself and one from perhaps the football club. Moving on, and I wanted to get your opinions on it. So what this World Cup has taught me is how much I need Liverpool Football Club in my life. I thought, and maybe, naively, that I could live without Liverpool if Liverpool were to ever be taken over by an owner I don't like, or Liverpool were to change direction slightly in some other way. But what I've learned from this World Cup and from not having Liverpool at a time when my own mental health wasn't great was that football and Liverpool play a far bigger role in my life than I probably gave them credit for. So I am having a change in values or opinions, but in all honesty, if Liverpool were to be taken over by an owner or someone that I don't like, I don't know if I could walk away. I don't know if I could just turn those feelings off and stop. It doesn't mean I don't believe in the same things. It doesn't mean that the club's principles aren't important to me. But I can only tell you how I felt during the World Cup. And during the World Cup, I've really understood what supporting Liverpool and what the football club means to me, not just from the point of view of watching them on the TV or, going over to the occasional game or whatever, but just what the community means to me, what the interaction with my fellow fans means to me, and what that camaraderie means to me as a human being, and the fulfilling nature of being part of this club, being part of our fan base. It's something that I probably only realised plays such a significant role in my life during this World Cup. Weirdly, during COVID and during that time where we had no football, I missed it, but I knew why it wasn't happening. During the World Cup, I just felt like I was being robbed, because we usually have in summer World Cups, and now it's in the winter this time around, and it just hasn't felt the same, but the longing for wanting to be watching the Reds has. So, yeah, I just thought I'd be honest about these things and see how you guys feel about it, because to say that there are some Liverpool fans who would happily welcome owners with unlimited spending, but with maybe some moral issues, some people would be really happy with that. Some others, like me, would certainly put that a long way down our list. I would much rather have owners that I could feel similarities to, or similar moral values to. So yeah, just again, a bit of honesty. But I wanted to talk mainly about the fact that, have we seen a change of direction from Liverpool Football Club? And what I mean by that is something that David Lynch came out with yesterday. He said sources close to the club stated in the aftermath of the acquisition of Darwin Nunez that large transfer fees are unlikely to represent a significant stumbling block when it comes to future deals. This isn't the type of attitude that we're used to seeing from Liverpool Football Club under FSG stewardship or under most other owners in my lifetime. We've always had to count the pennies. We've always had to maybe fund some things with sales, and our net spends haven't been hugely significant in the grander scheme of things. So to see that now the club might be looking to alter that stance a little bit in the transfer market, and maybe always looking for value, of course, but acknowledging that in this world that we live in now, that you've got to pay the big bucks for the players who make the difference. You'll always find an Andy Robertson every now and again. You'll always find somebody to come in and be an absolute bargain. But when we needed Virgil van Dijk, we can talk about how we paid for Van Dijk and how we paid for Alisson, and we can't get away from the Coutinho part of that. But we paid the money. The club wanted the players that they knew were going to work. And it was a really big part of our build under Jurgen Klopp to be able to challenge for Premier League titles and more European Cups. And I just get the feeling that what David Lynch has said there, that sources close to the club have stated, makes sense. You know, are FSG going to be our owners next year? I don't know. Are they going to sell off part of the club? I don't know. None of us really know at this moment in time. But if there is a willingness, whether it be with FSG or with maybe the fact that FSG know they've something lined up, I don't really care. As long as it signals the fact that they are now awake to the fact that we are a big club, we generate large money, and to sustain that, we may have to alter wage structures. We may have to go out there and buy players. So I want to know how you feel about it. Do you think we will see a change, even if FSG take on, let's say, a minority shareholder or an investment rather than a straight sale? Or do you think this is more smoke and mirrors and we're going to be let down once again? Because right now, it's all just words. It's all just feelings, vibes, statements. Nothing has really changed until we see the proof, until we see a Jude Bellingham, until we see an Enzo, until we see a transfer window where we have a net spend that far exceeds what we have had in recent years. We've been in and around the 30-35 million bracket, roughly, through the time that they've been the owners of the club. And look, net spend isn't everything. You can improve your net spend outwardly if you didn't do so well selling players. You know, net spend just means the difference between what you brought in and what you've put out. But a lot of our net spends have been low because we've been really good. Michael Edwards and Julian Ward have been really good about commanding top fees for the players who we've let go. You know, think back to the days where we had players in that we took a punt on and we weren't a Champions League club and we had to bring them in and we had to pay them above the odds and they didn't work out. And then you're stuck with these players on high contracts that no other club will touch, and we ended up running their deals down or them leaving on a free contract and going elsewhere because we couldn't sell them. That changed under FSG and under Michael Edwards, and frankly changed for the better. So yes, net spend is an indicator, but it isn't everything. So I want to just put it out there and I want to see how everybody feels about it, because it's probably been the one dividing factor amongst our fan base more than anything else I can think of in my lifetime that these owners have done. You know, we all acknowledge that we've won a league title under FSG. We all acknowledge we've won the European Cup and the other trophies that we've won under their stewardship and under Jurgen Klopp. And for me, I can never forgive the Super League stuff. But I wonder, do they now realise the landscape has changed? Do they realise that FFP isn't going to be enforced like they believed it was when they took over the reins of the football club, and that no longer just being the smartest guys in the room is enough? You've got to back that up with the finances. And we have the finances. We are now on a par, roughly, with Manchester United for what we generate as a club, which is a long, long way from where we were before our current owners came in and kind of dragged the club and its marketability and how we sell ourselves to the world and brought in bigger commercial partners. So I want to know where your heads are at right now. It's a bit of a different video, I know. It's not me talking about a transfer as such. It's just me just looking to take the temperature of the fan base and see how you're all feeling right now. So look, I look forward to reading your comments in the comment section below. I hope you're having a wonderful start or mid to the week, and I hope that all your families are well and healthy. So thank you again for your continued support. Drop a like on the video, and I will chat to you real soon. Much love, my friends. Bye bye.